Any update you can give us on Robert Martin this week?
Robert's practiced. He's looking better. He's not 100%, but I think he's gotten a lot more reps and should be available for the game on Saturday.
Play of your offensive line, you've obviously done a lot of changes throughout the year, but Seaboard is kind of supplanted as the right tackle. How has it been over the last couple of weeks?
Oh, I thought it was getting better. We took a step back last Saturday against Indiana. Didn't play the way that any of us wanted us to play, and not the way the players felt like we should have played. I thought we were making some huge strides, and we'll continue to. But it's consistency. Last week we took a step back both in the run game and in the pass game.
Did the special teams get any extra emphasis after Saturday?
No, we emphasize special teams a lot every week. I mean, we don't change our plan. We may focus on some different drills and different things like that, but the amount of time that we spend meeting on special teams, practicing on special teams, and all that doesn't change. We really invest an insane amount of time on it.
Chris, I know your staff wasn't here last year, but Rutgers played a very good Michigan State team to the wire last year. Does the team take anything out of that? The players, you guys show them that film or anything?
No, I mean it's completely different. Every year's a different team. Michigan State's a different team. Rutgers is a different team, and we're just focused on right now ourselves and trying to be the best that we can be. And talk to the guys a lot about this game. This game is about love for their teammates. It's about self-respect, and it's about the older guys having an opportunity to leave a legacy and help move the program forward. That's what this game's about. It's not about Michigan State and what they do, where they're at. It doesn't really matter.
How much do you have to prepare for what Michigan State does on special teams? They can get pretty creative at times.
No, they have in the past. They haven't been so much this year, but special teams is a big focus of ours all the time. Whether it's Michigan State, Ohio State, Iowa, doesn't matter. We always have to have an awareness of fakes and adjustments and different formations that can come up, and we just have rules to handle.
Do you go into it expecting Perry to start, Damian Perry?
I really don't know who's going to start for him. No idea. It doesn't really matter to us. Again, it's about us defensively controlling the line of scrimmage, being in the right spots coverage-wise, being able to get off blocks and pursue and tackle, regardless of who's at quarterback.
Last game, Komoko had his first sack, and then I think Jay Neiman said that was him. That was his guy in coverage on the game-winning touchdown. Is that kind of a double-edged sword with him, like like where you're at with him in terms of he can make a big play, but then he's still got a lot to learn?
The evaluation of Komoko is an ongoing process. He hasn't played enough for me to really have an opinion, what he can and can't do yet. I know he can rush the passer. I do know that. We see that in practice, and we've seen that in games. What we need to see is a complete Komoko. We're trying to develop him into an every down player. Right now, his strength is pass rush, and he's a situational player. There are some other things that we want to ask him to be able to do, and we did that last Saturday, and unfortunately didn't. It wasn't executed the way that it had been in practice. But Komoko is just, again, hasn't practiced a whole lot with us. Continues to get better all the time. He's healthier right now than he's ever been. He's doing more than he's ever done. He's getting closer to maybe one day being able to play on first and second down and do some things as well as third down pass rush. And again, we like to do a lot of different things on third down with our guys, being able to rush the passer and drop in coverage and mix it up. And hopefully he'll get to the point where he can do that consistently.
Talking defensive ends, what do you like about what you're getting at Darnell Davis right now?
It's about his effort and his consistency. He plays really hard. He cares. Does his job, and might not be the biggest, the strongest, and the fastest guy, but you know what you're going to get every day out of Darnell.
Might be a bigger picture than you want a couple days before Michigan State, but fall signing period, what are your thoughts on that? Just started for a lot of other sports. Would you be in favor of a fall signing period?
I really, they're talking about early signing periods and stuff like that for football. I haven't put a lot of thought into the proposals that are on the table. Those things have been talked about for a long time. Ever since I've been in coaching, there's been talk about early signing dates and so many different dates. But I'll be honest, I'm not thinking about that right now. We're not going to be signing any mid-year junior college kids and things like that. It doesn't affect us in high school recruiting right now. So we'll talk about those things when the season's over.
Take two more questions.
They don't have two more.
I'll throw one more out.
Go ahead.
Anything, I'm sure that you hope the answer is no. Anything different from Gio this week going back home? Did you have to talk to him about controlling emotion? He's such an emotional guy.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him one bit about it, to be honest with you. I mean, The kid's a pro. He's handling his business the way we expect the quarterback to handle his business. You know, if we were concerned about him, I'd have been more concerned about his preparation and his mental state when he was going to start his first game, more so than I am right now going back home to Michigan. So I think he'll handle everything the right way, and I'm not going to say anything to him. I don't want to screw him up. So he knows how to handle his business, and the players and coaches and everybody around trust that he'll be in the right frame of mind and ready to go come Saturday.
Are there advantages to going on the road? I mean, you obviously played well at Minnesota.
Yeah, there are a lot of advantages. You eliminate a lot of the weekend distractions that are surrounding home games with parents and friends and, you know, girlfriends and all that stuff and tickets and, you know, what's going on after the game. You know, it's really hard for a coaching staff. You've got to do a great job of getting those guys to lock in and focus and forget about all those distractions. It's easier to do that when you go on the road, you know, because it's just you. It's a team. There's not a whole lot else going on, so it's a lot easier to do that.